their Facebook profile. Oh, I know why. Whatever. We're live now, though. So if you're watching on YouTube or if you're watching in a Facebook group of some sort, I have these new features that will stream live. So instead of me doing every day, how I would do Tuesday Clubhouse, Wednesday something else, Thursday something else, I'm still going to focus on those platforms. So like today, I'm on Clubhouse. I'm focused on Clubhouse today, but I will have the video streaming to multiple platforms. Okay, so you'll actually be able to go back, and if you would like to review these videos, it'll be up on Twitch 9 times out of 10. So again, my people that are viewing on YouTube or that are viewing on Facebook, I do plan to delete these videos off there. And if you want to find the Clubhouse recordings, they will be sitting on Twitch. Okay? Yeah, I'm introducing another platform called Twitch. So once again, if you want to stay up to date with the videos from Clubhouse moving forward, you will need to follow me over there on Twitch. And, I don't even really know how to tell y'all how to get there yet because I don't have it all programmed in. We're doing all of this on the fly. So y'all are witnessing marketing on the fly. But anyways, let's get ready to get this party started. Beautiful goddess, what's going on? I see you over there on YouTube. What's happening with you? Everybody in the room, Freight, Andy, Amber, Meek, who we got? Billy, Manuel, Shay, Daniel, Vonda, Miss Bailey, Miss King, Mr. M, and Rose. I appreciate you all for being here. If any time as I'm going over information that you have questions, feel free to raise your hand. Come up to the stage. Matter of fact, you know what? We're going to do something different here. Okay, I'm just going to invite all you guys to the stage. You're more than welcome to come up here. And if you have a question while I'm talking, so I don't have to worry about looking at the hand raising, you can just unmute your mic and come on up. So all of those are out there. You're more than welcome, again, to come up here if you would like. And I don't, cool. So about to say, I don't know where all of the buttons is on this desktop version, so I may miss some things. But anyways, let's get this party rolling. I'm going to put a link up here at the top because this is where I believe that we all need to get started at. Okay. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Dr. Travis Davis. Been doing government contracting now for a little over 11 years, maybe a little over 10 years, whatever, 10, 11, somewhere up there. I was able to do $1 million by the age of 25. We've been able to consult to over 28 businesses. We've been able to generate over $50 million with those 28 businesses. And of course, I get a nice fee for consulting to those businesses, which I often teach my community as I teach government contracting. I explain to you guys that, as you learn these steps of how to do government contracting, you're really a consultant, like whether you know it or not. And you could be a very high-paid consultant for bringing businesses over here in this industry, especially, okay, black businesses, and any minority business, okay, that's not a white woman or a white male, okay? I'm talking about my vet businesses, whatnot. Like, they good. They know how to get involved with this thing. But any minority, okay, they're not in this space. So when you learn the tricks and the techniques on how to operate in this space, you can actually go to businesses and consult to them. So just imagine the steps that I teach you of how to get registered, how to get your business registered, how to research everything, how to maneuver this government contracting thing. See, you got to know some secrets on how to move in the space. Government employees can't teach you how to build a business because they ain't got one. So PTAC and all of that stuff, like, they're great services for the person who's interested in government contracting. But when you know you want to do this shit, it ain't that great of a service because they don't know how to operate as a multi-million-dollar business because they've never done it. And a lot of times we're asking people who are working all of their life how to create and operate a multi-million-dollar business, or hell, a couple $100,000 business. It's hard to get the answer that you need from somebody who's never done it. They're going to read you a script. And so you're going to run through hurdles in that script, and then you're going to come back with questions that they don't have the answer for. And then you're going to feel like this industry, this space, it can't work for you. And I'm telling you, the only reason why it's not working is because you keep asking the wrong people about it. Okay? So we're going to go over some things today that are the basics. I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care what information you learn from somebody. I just don't care. You know, as I stated, I've been doing this thing for quite a while. So these steps that I'm going to tell you is how I got started. I got started with no money. I didn't have $1 to my name. I didn't have any experience of running and operating a business. Okay. So we can eliminate that. All my people have never ran a business before. We can eliminate that because you're going to go talk to somebody about government contracting, right? And they're going to tell you, well, hey, you haven't, you need to be doing government contracting for 2 years or something of that nature. Like you got to do work and all this. But what did I tell you? You're asking workers how to build a business. So when the worker reads the script says in order to get a certification, some certifications that you need to be in business 2 years. So they transferred that information to you working with the government because they don't know no better. So what I'm trying to advise you is I don't give a damn if you're just getting your business started today, if you've had it running for 10 years. The government is waiting for you. If you don't even have the business up and running yet, and you hear me today and you like, yo, I think I might want to get into this industry. Like, yes, you can. You can get started right here because the government is just the customer. Okay? It's nothing more to them that they're just a customer for your business. Now, if you don't have business, then it kind of makes this thing look a little bit harder. Because all these shiny objects is just going to be so damn shiny, it's going to flash to you. You're going to hear me talk about the $4.5 million air contract I got. You're going to hear me talk about the $3 million help desk contract that I got. Like you're going to hear these things and you're going to think, okay, well, I want to go that route. I'm going to go that route. Then you're going to hop on YouTube and you're going to hear about somebody talking about how they have no skills. They never wrote proposals and they could just sell blah, blah, blah. And then you're going to hear that and think that you could do that. But what you're doing is you're trying to consume all of this information on everybody's technique on how they do government contracting because there's no one set way, right? That's why I told you stop listening to people. See, I talk broadly. Because I don't limit anybody. I've done government contracting multiple ways. I've consulted to multiple companies, some that had over $100 million and the ones that was flat out broke, right? It's different ways of doing this thing. So I can't tell you which way is right. I can just tell you once you get started, what direction you should do for the way that you want to go, right? Because again, the stuff that I do may not fit your lifestyle. But again, this customer is waiting for you. They have opportunity for you. Everybody. I don't care the niche. And again, that's why I don't answer DMs, right? People ask me like, yo, if you've never done government contracting, you're going to send me a message, Travis, well, I do blah, blah, blah. Do you think the government does that? I just told you here. Every time I talk, I tell you the government is purchasing everything. So you don't need to ask me. You don't have to keep asking for validation on whether this customer is available for you. I'm telling you today, they're waiting. Now, if you don't have a business, if you were like, hey, man, I'm hearing about entrepreneurship. I want to start a business, but I don't know what I want it to be in. Well, guess what? This customer's here too. You can make money because that's what you're about to do. You're not going to have a business. See, you got to stop trying to formulate a business when you ain't never did shit. So instead, when you're just getting started, you're going to be in the process of making money, not operating a business. Now, what do I mean by that? When I first got started, I was chasing money. I don't advise anybody to get stuck chasing money. I call that hustling. I was the ultimate hustler. If you look back on my shit like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, it was hustlethenet.com. Everything I had was hustler. I was hustling. I was making quite a bit of money hustling, but I was getting money from over here, over there, all these shiny objects. I was trading some days. I was doing network marketing some days. I had my government contract and stuff going on. I was selling clothes. I was doing parties, like all of it I was doing. But I realized like I was getting burnt out because I was chasing money. It wasn't until I said, hold on, Travis, wait a minute. The rich people ain't doing this. This is what the poor people doing. All the poor people keep chasing a bunch of shit trying to make money, right? Poor, passing over opportunities repeatedly. They wouldn't focus in on the opportunity that was sitting in front of their face. And I was doing the same thing. And I'm hoping that you guys don't go down this route. So what did I do? I understood that if I focused in on a niche, I can create multiple opportunities, even with this customer. So here's the kicker. No matter what it is that you do, okay, I don't care what you do. There is always going to be a service portion of what you do and a product portion to what you do. I don't care the niche. You cannot tell me a niche that doesn't have a product to it and a service side to it. If you think you can try to put it in the chat, and then I'm going to tell you you're completely wrong. That's not true. And then I'm going to show you the product or the niche. Well, I ain't going to show you. I'm going to tell you about it. But I'm telling you guys, if you pay attention to what you do, now you can pay attention to the cart opportunity. So I want somebody to give me in a chat a niche that you do. And I'm going to walk through this as if though I was getting started in government contracting with that niche. This is just how surgical I am. When you're nice at your craft, like I could just take anybody's shit and make money with it. So tell me whatever niche that any of you guys want to do. And you guys are going to be like my case study today. And it's for the first one, whoever types it. Real estate. Damn it, diggity dogs. Why'd you say real estate? Man, real estate is just it's too easy. I don't want to do real estate. I'm sorry. Diggity dogs. Everybody does real estate. But I do like moving services. Okay. So we're going to go into moving services. That's what we're about to talk about. Y'all might have said something in the chat right here, too. I'm trying to figure out how to open it on. Boom. Oh, no, that was chat with the mods. I don't want to chat with the mods. Open social chat. Okay, I believe I can. No, I believe I can see the chat now. But anyways, so we're going to go with moving services. Okay, that is the niche that I'm going to focus in on today. Again, it doesn't matter the niche of what I say. It absolutely doesn't matter anywhere near. If you follow my steps, it's the same thing for every niche. Again, this is why you can be so surgical in government contracting once you learn these skills, because you can transfer it to any industry. Because again, the government is just a customer, right? This isn't business. That's what I think a lot of people are mixing government contracting up with. They think that government contracting is like its own business, like construction or something. Like construction is an industry, right? And people are thinking that government contracting is like an industry like construction. And I'm telling you guys again, that's not true. The government is a customer that's buying a bunch of shit. I mean, anything that you could think of, the government's going to buy it at some point throughout the year. They got over $7 trillion, not billion, not million. I say $1 trillion. So can you imagine all the stuff that you got to buy for $7 trillion? Like, it's hard to spend $7 trillion, but they do it successfully. So anyways, moving services. We're going to start here. We're going to click on that link up there at the top. We're going to go over here to SBA.gov. Okay. When I'm at SBA.gov, this should be everybody's friend, okay? Everybody's friend should be SBA.gov. But before I get moving, okay, before I keep explaining this thing and keep moving on and giving you guys all this valuable information, I'm going to ask a favor from you guys. I'm going to ask you guys to share this room out. We got 29 people in here. We got over 40 people that's watching the video on other platforms. I'm looking at the shares right now. I see 1 share on Clubhouse and I see 2 shares on the other platform. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. And trust me, I don't mind doing it. I'm going to play this music until we get these shares up. If I can't get these shares up to 15, I'll just cut the shit off.
It's just different.
Chill. Yeah. You already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure.
Where is that?
I like my money pure. Come and hang with the game. Get some free game added to your mainframe.
seriously gonna cut it off though when the
Sharp,
music's
we
over.
gotta
But
maintain.
I don't
And it's
mind.
even better when the squad on the
You can call
same
it black.
thing. Steady swishing on the competition. Swish. We ain't tripping about the opposition. We on a mission and we got a vision. People in need, we believe we got it like I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. I said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money. Been slept on, money never stepped on. We increasing positivity until the stress gone. Satan tried to hold the squad back, but we kept on. We ain't making this up, no Revlon. I ain't trying to make it blush, but this a highlight. We send the high vibes, homie, this a high life. We rising far above the game, that's a flyby. But we still connected to the source, that's that Wi-Fi. Reception, now we answer the call. This squad taking questions and we answer them all. We don't wanna see you fall, we wanna see you ball. We all gon' eat with the peeps, we gon' feed them all. People in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. I said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag.
Man, we always got to play the whole song just to get to 15, but we got there. All right. Hey, I put it right at the line. I was, never mind, whatever. All right, so I'm moving services. We're at SBA.gov, okay? I just want to say this, man. I can't help but to say this, guys. Y'all have to get in the habit, and this just ain't for me. This is for all of these creators out here who are taking the time to provide free information to y'all. Because, I mean, people be bitching if you don't get free information. So you got all these creators who are taking their time out to provide everybody free information, much like myself. Like, I really want to help out my community. I want to make a huge impact in my community. I don't need this. Like, my government contracts are flowing pretty damn good. And to do something as simple as use your thumb. Like, do you guys know that, like, I charge companies a very big consulting fee just to say the same information that I'm telling you guys tonight, right? Like, over $50,000. And to ask to use that big ass thumb of yours to tap a button and share this stuff out, hit like, subscribe. I mean, it gets kind of crazy that you guys don't do this for people who you're getting information off of and you're not paying for it, honestly. I mean, to use digital currency, whatever, man. I appreciate the ones that did share this stuff out. Best of luck to you all. I hope y'all get everything that you guys want out of life for the ones who can't share anything. Anyways, SBA.gov, we're on moving services. Okay, I told you guys what are the basics to getting started in government contracting, because you don't need to know all the other jargon, because we're at a basic level, right? We haven't made millions. We haven't even won one contract, so we're basic. Yeah, I know. People like, don't call me basic. Well, you're basic, right? I was basic at the time too. I'm not anymore. But it took me telling myself I was basic so I could see the truth. So again, since I'm at a basic level, I just want the bare minimum to get myself rolling. I do not need all of the stuff that Travis got. I do not need all of the stuff that you hear other successful government contractors talking about. I don't know if they're successful or not, but you don't need all of that. You do not need all of the stuff that somebody who's running a business that ain't even in government contracting, that's earning $200, $1 million. You do not need everything that they're talking to you about. You need the bare minimum, because we basic right now. And ain't no problem with being basic. Basic is going to save you a whole lot of money and a whole lot of time. if you decide that you don't want to call yourself basic, it's kind of like I heard somebody talking in the room the other day. They said they're not a minority. They've been traveling the country and they realize, me as a black person, I'm not a minority in this world. I'm part of the majority. You seen all the stuff that we created and blah, 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 blah. Listen, I don't give a damn about none of that. Because in this space called America, in this game called America that we live in, that all of us are sleeping in, that we're operating in, we got to understand the damn rules to the game. You can't make up your own emotional rules. You can't just randomly say that I flew my ass across the world. Now all of a sudden I'm the majority. That's your emotions. You're not the damn majority. You're a minority, and it's okay. Just like how I'm saying you're basic and it's okay, you're a minority and it's okay. But you got to understand the powers that are out here once you know the lens that you need to look through. So we're all, right now, everybody who's watching me at this moment is a minority, and we're going to look through things through a minority lens. I don't care who you are. Don't give me no emotional stuff about no black things that's going on, no Hebrews and none of it. I don't care. We talking business and money right now. The emotions, get out of the door. Okay? So now, when I see that I want to start a moving company, I go to SBA.gov because, again, we're basic. It says at the very front, start your business in 10 steps. Now, guys, I've never even clicked on this shit before. So I'm actually going to read it right here. I actually go to the top where it says federal contracting, but I just want to see these 10 steps real quick because these are probably the 10 steps that I need you to do starting from scratch before we even get to the government contracting. Now, step 1, it says conduct your market research. Well, guys, I actually tell all of my government contracting students the exact same damn thing. You know, the craziest thing to me is that people are trying to have $1 million businesses, that they're trying to do something that they've never done in their life, that your family has never done. You're trying to do something abnormal, and you don't want to do no research on it. You're not going to be abnormal. You not doing the research makes you normal as hell, right? If you just do the research, you will set yourself apart more than 70% of the population just by doing the research. Now, also, if you do the research, you find everybody that got your money. So the same way it says step 1 right here, I'm going to tell you guys step 1 for government contracting is the exact same thing. We're going to do our research. Who the hell is spending money and what it is that I want to do? Now, again, can you go to sam.gov and like throw shit over the fence and pray that, you know, you get a porta potty contract, or that you get a snow plowing contract, or that you sell some computers or something? I mean, yeah, the opportunity's there. Can you go do it? Absolutely, you can. I'm not telling you can't. I just don't think it's a smart way. You know, I wouldn't teach you to do that. I don't know who the hell would teach you to do. Well, I know some ignorant people that would teach you to do that. But the reason I'm not going to teach you to do that is because that's not sustainable. What are you going to win? One porta potty contract? So what you going to do next? Right? All of a sudden, now you don't know how to get bigger opportunities. You just know how to keep getting these little ass crumbs. And I mean, they don't need porta potties every year. You know what I'm saying? Well, they need porta potties every year. Let me take that back. What I'm saying, they don't need a lot of damn porta potties. The porta potties ain't going to set you free unless, here you go, here's the kicker. The porta potties will set you free if you specialize in porta potties. Because now you're going to learn the porta potty game. But again, we go into moving services. So I'm going to conduct my market research in moving services. Where am I going to go to do my research? FPDS.gov, Frank Paul David Sam.gov, or USAspending.gov. Well, actually, I'm not going to say or, USAspending.gov and FPDS.gov. Those are going to be the two sites that I'm going to do my market research. Both of those sites right there tell you the money that was spent by this customer called the government. Now, the reason that they're showing all of this money, can anybody take a guess of why the government has to show us every dollar that they spent and who they spent it on. Can anybody take one wild guess in the chat? Why? Or you can unmute yourself if you're up on stage. Why does the government have to show us every dollar spent? I have no clue. I love it, Shay. I love your honesty. That's great. That's why I asked this question. See, we gotta understand the game a little bit. I realize we're not understanding the game. Everybody just want to get money, but nobody wants to know the game. When you know the game, you can be surgical as hell in this thing. Public funds, Lynette. Absolutely. Taxpayer money. It's our tax-paying dollars. The government contracted money is your money. You know, the money that you go and you work for, and you notice in your check where you were supposed to get like $4,000 and you only bring home like $2,800 or something like that, right? The tax-paying money that came out of your check. Well, yeah, that's the government contracting money. So just imagine every person that's working that's getting taxed. This is how they get $7 trillion so quickly. Every person that goes to work gets taxed just so the government can come spend it right back here. But since it is the people's money, they got to show us what they're doing with the people's money. Now, does that mean that they spend it correctly or wisely? Absolutely not. They do a lot of stupid spending. But at least they show us where they do the stupid spending at. See, I don't argue with them. If you want to do stupid spending, like my man Obama did some dumbass spending. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But guess what? We capitalized off the stupid spending. It's called Obamacare, Affordable Care Act. We had the triage help desk to that. A lot of stupid spending happened right there. A lot of wasted money of our tax-paying dollars right there. And every president does it. It ain't just Obama. Every president spends money stupidly. Because it ain't theirs. Like, you know how careless I can spend money, you know, when it ain't mine? So they're going to show us where our tax dollars is going. So USA spending FPDS.gov, you got to follow the money. The money will set you free. All of that other stuff, all that other jargon and people talking about, I just don't know what they talking about. So we follow the money. When I do my market research, there's a few things that I'm going to find out based off of my market research. One, I'm going to find out who the hell has been getting my money. You know what I'm saying? Like, who has been generating the money off of what I want to do? Now, again, if you're throwing stuff over the fence, your market research ain't going to make sense. Again, that's where people stop at. I tell them to do research. They like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do in business. Well, there you go. There's the problem. Because I told you got to pick something. Just find something. Try it out. I ain't saying you got to stay there either, but I'm telling you, you can't come in this industry trying to be a jack of all trades, because the opportunity to be a jack of all trade is there. You can like look at stuff and act like a jack of all trades and you're going to get nothing. But when you focus in, you get everything that you want, and then you can branch out. Like myself, I do electricity now. We didn't fuck with some elevators before. Like, I mean, the list goes on, but I started in IT, help desk, right? So we're in here. We're looking at the moving contracts. You could probably type in moving inside of FPDS or USA spending. You're going to have to play around with the words. Another note that I'll tell you, you need to Google Boolean search. Boolean search. Somebody type in the chat, Boolean search. You need to get in the habit. You need to learn what Boolean search is, because that's how you are going to search the government platforms at its best, if you know how to do Boolean search. If you don't know how to do Boolean search and you go at this thing like it's Google, you're not going to get good results when you hit the enter button, because I just told you guys, it's not Google. It's not built like that. It's built based off of Boolean search. So we're going to go look at that. Dang, y'all are a tough crowd today. No typing of nothing. And y'all are really driving my energy down, man. I'm not going to lie. Maybe I'll just stay on YouTube. Matter of fact, yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Hey, guys, Clubhouse, I appreciate y'all tonight. I really do. I'm going to go over to YouTube and keep this thing running on YouTube. But the bullshit that happens on Clubhouse, man, you actually share and communicate, it don't happen. So I love you all. I'll be back here next Tuesday. I hope y'all have a good night. So, YouTube, check it out. Now, what we're going to do here, like I said, moving services. Let me take this shit off the screen. Look, I really get irritated when you can't like, share, and do simple things. It's not hard. I'm not asking you guys to pay $1. I just ask you to hit the like, share, comment button, put a goddamn word in the chat to engage. You know what I'm saying? You think it's fun just looking at a screen all day and talking? So again, let me change the screen over to here so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Let me find the right screen. All right, so again, we're at the SBA.gov. We're doing the market research here, okay? So we're going to be doing the moving services, and we're going to come down here and we're going to do our market research. We're going to come down here, and in the market research, right, we're going to be looking for the companies, okay, who have gotten awarded the work that we know how to do. So again, we're doing moving services. So now that I look at moving services, all right, and I can see in moving services using the words, and again, they may use different words. I don't know. This is why you got to play around to figure out what words is the government using, because it don't matter what I say, right? You got to know what the customer who is spending your money, what words are they using to explain the project? So now, again, no sound. Is it no sound? Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up or a sign in the chat if you can hear me. I don't want to keep going on if y'all can't hear me. Cool, y'all can hear me. All right, so you're going to be figuring out what the words are that they use to talk about the business that you do, okay? Now that I can find the words, when I search through there, next I find the companies who are getting awarded the work that I want to do. Now, the reason I want to do that, guys, I'm a cheater. I've been cheating all my life. I've been cheating since grade school through college, and I cheat through business right now. But what I realize is if I just cheat off of successful people, then I have no choice but to be successful too. So now I'm compiling the companies who didn't win $5,000 contracts. Like, I don't care about those companies because I'm not trying to be a $5,000 business, right? I want to look at the companies that's winning millions because, I mean, that's what we're doing this for, to become millionaires. So I'm looking at the companies, okay, who are doing millions of dollars. Now that I see that they're winning these contracts, I can go to their website, right? And now I can see all of the information to explain moving services deeper. Now, the reason why I want to know how they're explaining moving services versus how I explain is because they're winning $5 million. They're winning $20 million. So if the information on their website is getting them $20 million, why the hell would I create my own emotional definitions of moving services? All I got to do is compile, like put 10, 20 businesses together that is successful and you'll get everything that you need. You don't have to guess. You don't have to think about how your website should be laid out. You don't have to think about how the capability statement should look. And most importantly, during our research is we don't have to think about what customer got your money because you found the customer that's awarding these extremely profitable companies. So now, again, I find my potential competition, but my competition is giving me the nuggets. Not only does my competition give me the nuggets, but they also give me the potential companies to partner with later on as I conduct my pipeline, which that takes another training. I mean, it's in my program, so you can like learn the ins and outs, but that takes a deeper dive into building your pipeline. All right. So anyways, I got my market research. I have my competition / partners. Okay. I got all of the wording, the marketing material that I need. The next thing that I'm going to look at is who was the customer spending the money. This is all through market research. We're still on step 1. I think step 1 is the longest step. It should be the longest step. Because this is a step that gives you every answer that you need to move forward. If you skip this step 1, I mean, I know what's going to happen after that. You're going to struggle. You're probably going to quit. You're going to really think that this doesn't work for you. So now we got the customer that spends our money. Not only do we have the customer that spends our money, but we have the wording. Okay. We have the wording that the customer uses to purchase our products and services. See, it ain't my words. I don't care about how I feel about anything that I do. I'm asking somebody for a check. Why the hell does it matter my emotional definitions to stuff? It don't matter. Nobody cares about me when they got $2 million right there. They have the power. They got the control. So it's on me to listen to them, understand them, so I can walk in this room and be educated on the way that they need me to be educated, not the way that I want to be educated. So I find a customer that spends all the money. Not only that, I find my NAICS code, okay, which they're probably going to have steps in here that you need all that. But I find my NAICS code. I find my PSC code during my market research. I find the address and phone numbers to my competition as well. I can see how many people competed on that opportunity previously. And here's the sauce to me right there. This is like my favorite part right here, is that I can see what I'm about to get myself involved in before I even do it. See, if you throw stuff over the fence and just try stuff out, you don't know what you're about to get yourself involved in. You don't know the battle that you're about to face. But see, my market research, one thing that I don't like to do is get jumped. I'm saying, I think the fool is the one that goes out there and get jumped. I don't go get jumped. What do I mean by that? A lot of us are responding to opportunities because we don't take the time out to research, and there's 15 other people looking at that opportunity. It's 15 other people that applied to that opportunity, and now you're about to be number 16. You're about to get jumped. You know what I'm saying? You just showing up. It was 15 other players at the party a previous year or 4 years ago. And trust me, they got a little bit more wiser moving forward. You just stepping into the game. You're not wise at all. You basic. That's why you lose. So when I look at these opportunities, you know what I'm looking for? I can't have no more than 2 people that competed previously. If it's more than 2 people, then I just don't want to do it. And that's okay. That's the beauty about this space. That's the beauty about this customer. If the shit ain't here for you today, well, guess what? It'll be here next week. Just be patient. And you ain't got to guess about that either, because the other beauty about this during my market research, I can see that that opportunity came out in August. So I know it's not going to pop up again until August. So I should be taking my time now before August gets here and try to talk to the customer, which is called the government. Hell, I'm trying to see before August gets here, because I did all my market research and learned all the players. I seen that the players are all big companies. I'm trying to get in front of the customer before August and convince them not to put that shit out there the way that you put it out there last time. Instead, directly award it to me. Or move it over to women-owned business, or move it over to Hubzone or veteran-owned business. But if I approach them on August when it drops, I can't do none of that. I can't play the game. And now I got to work in the parameters that somebody who already played the game put me in. See, if you play the game early ahead of time, you get to make people be in your parameters. And if people are in your parameters, they don't know your parameters. You win. So when I look at these opportunities, if it tells me that more than 2 people submitted a bid at this opportunity previously, I don't want to do it, right? Because if it's 2 and I get involved in the game, I got a 33% chance of winning moving forward. This is just simple math. There's no emotion behind what I'm talking about. Simple mathematics. If 3 people go at it, it's a 33% chance off rip. Now, based off my answers and things like that, I could boost my percentage from 33% to 50% or something like that. Maybe they got it at 8A and the other competition wasn't at 8A. So I get to eliminate everybody, right? But I know getting out, starting out, 2 people, I'm number 3, 33% chance. If it's 1 person and I'm number 2, I got a 50% chance. If people ain't been showing up, well, I just got a direct award. That's what market research does for you. It tells you everything. Again, the person that doesn't do the market research, you're going to stress yourself out. You're going to try to work with the whole government. You're going to be like, yo, I'm working with the government. When I hear people tell me that they're working with the government, I know they're not successful. You know what I'm saying? I don't work with the government. Nobody works with the government. Maybe Lockheed Martin and Booz Allen and KPMG, Northrop Grumman. I don't even think they work with the government. I think they work with the DOD, but I don't think they work with every agency. So they don't work with the government. They work with specific agencies inside of the government. I work with CMS. I work with HHS. I work with NIH. I work with CDC. You notice they're all under the HHS umbrella. Actually, and now I just got over into the Army. That's who I work with. I don't work with the government. The government don't know me. But damn it, if you go to one of those couple places, they know me. You go to those customers in the government, they know me. So I need you to get in the habit that I cannot work with government. I must work. Okay. I must work with a specific agency inside of the government. And again, your market research is going to tell you what agency is spending all that money and what you do. Let's go to number 2. What do they got on here? Write a business plan. I ain't really a fan of that. You know what I'm saying? Look, I told y'all basic. Y'all just getting started out. I want the bare minimum. Okay. Bare minimum. I wish I still had my old business plan. And what I mean by this, you do need to have eventually a business plan. I'm not going to knock that you need the business. The business plan is your vision. Not only that, you're going to need this business plan in place for financing, right? You can't go to the bank and you can't get loans out. You can't get people to invest in all these things if you ain't got shit written out. That's what the business plan is for. But hey, we're just getting started. So chances are you probably don't know about a business plan. And I don't want you wrecking your mind off of that because that's not going to stop you from getting a government contract. That's why I say bare minimum is what we're talking about today. Now, you do want to eventually get here. I want to open this up to see if they give you a template of a business plan real quick right here. All right. If you don't know how to write a business plan, you need to go through this. You need to, it's right here. It's telling you about how to write a business plan. Once again, don't get yourself stuck right here. Because I'm just reading through it, man. It's words right here that I don't even know about. I'm reading it and I'm like, oh, I don't know that. Because I didn't need it. But here you go. You can download some business plans right here. You can get the ball rolling. Again, you're going to need that business plan for finances. But here's the biggest business plan that I want you to create. All right. I want everybody to pull out a piece of paper. See, I like to make things real simple. I want everybody to pull out a piece of paper. Here comes your business plan. How much money do you want to make? And how fast do you want to make it? You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, put that in the chat. How much money would you like to make in the next year? This time next year, how much money would you want to make by that? Here, we got the business plan. Okay. You're about to put a dollar amount in a time business plan, right? That is the start of your business plan. I don't know. Matter of fact, that's not the start of your business plan. That's the end of your business plan. You're going to accumulate this amount of money by this time next year. That's the end of what your business plan looks like. So now, how do I do this thing? I see $10 million from Antonio. Love it. And 10 million is pretty high, Antonio, but I ain't saying you can't get it. 5 million. Love it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the piece of paper the dollar amount that you said and put the date of this time next year. All right. And now we're going to reverse engineer. You got 365 days to make that thing happen. I need you to take your number, whatever it is that you said, and I need you to divide it, okay, by 12. So we're going to use the $5 million number, okay? Where the hell is my calculator? There it is. All right, so we're going to do 5 million. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so 5 million divided by 12. Okay, that is, I don't think I put enough there. It can be 41,000. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I guess that was divided by 12. Yeah, I don't know. That number doesn't sound right to me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. All right, whatever. Oh, I'm reading it wrong. That's why. It's 416,000. I say I kept reading 41,000. Too many sixes right there. All right, so it's saying $416,666 every month. Okay. So now we know we need to be on a plan. If you want to do $5 million in the next year, you have to earn $416,000 every single month. All right. So now we need to get rid of this. Okay. Because we don't need to look at the 12-month picture. We know how much we need to do every single month. So guess what? Month 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 don't matter because we got to focus on this month right here. The month that we're in, that's what we got to focus on. If I don't make $416,000 this month, it don't give a damn about next month. I'm already off target. So now we got 400. I'm just going to say 417,000. All right, because I don't like all them sixes. 417,000. Okay, that's how much we got to make every month. Well, now I need to divide that by 30. You need to make $13,900 every day. So now I need to get rid of the month vision. It doesn't matter that I need to do $416,000 a month to be on my goal. It doesn't matter. Thing down. Here goes your game plan. Now that you can see that you have to earn $14,000 each and every day, well, damn it, stop playing around with ebooks. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to sell that $5 t-shirt because $5 t-shirts is not going to earn you $14,000 in a day. And I know it's somebody out there smart. Like, I did $1 billion in t-shirts. Well, kudos to you. All right. Everybody can't do that. You know, all these damn t-shirt brands. Man, listen, I sent a message to my friend the other day. Like, damn, is everybody a damn designer? I understand Kanye got everybody thinking that they design clothes now, but at some point, like, you don't have to do what your friend does because you seen them make a couple dollars and you don't want them to make more money than you, so you decide to be a designer too. Like, everybody don't need to be in that lane. So everybody that's poor is in that type of lane. Because when I told them that they got to make $14,000 a day, it scared the hell out of them. It made them feel uncomfortable. So what did they do? They passed over the opportunity of government contracting. They just passed it up because the $14,000 scared them. Government scared them. And they're poor. So they went back to what they know how to do. Sell t-shirts at $5. But we're not going to do that. We're going to be smart. Our business plan says that we need to earn $14,000 each and every day. So now your mindset needs to shift immediately. We know we can't sell t-shirts. We know we can't do Uber and Lyft. We know we can't do DoorDash. Like, all of a sudden, this eliminates a lot of the bullshit. We can't play around no more. We know we're not going to get $14,000 a day playing around on Instagram. Like, we know some things are not going to happen. So don't do it, right? Now I'm telling you, there is a customer that can supply you with $14,000 a day. It's called the government. So my business plan now says, okay, there's a customer that got my money. See, the reason a lot of people don't hit their target number is because they keep asking their friends. Their friend don't have $14,000, never had it. They ain't got it in their savings account. They damn sure ain't got it in their pocket. But yet we keep asking them for that type of revenue. And that's, again, why you're not getting to where you want to be, because you keep asking people for stuff that they ain't got. And then you get frustrated with them that they can't get you to that level. And I'm telling you right now, they don't have that shit. So now we look at the customer that do. It's a guaranteed fact that this customer got $7 trillion. So you talking about $14,000 a day? Look, man, I don't even let me do this. Let me do 7 million. 1, 2, 3. What is that? 1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 7 million divided by 14,000. Okay. 500 times can you get 14,000 in 7 million. Now, if I took that to trillion, I'm not that smart. I've never seen these type of numbers that high personally. So I know I could write it out and move the zeros to give you the exact answer. But I believe that there's probably going to be about 500,000 or maybe 5 million. Yeah, it'll be 5 million. It'll be 5 million, $14,000 opportunities for you to go after. It ain't even 5 million government contractors. So the moral is this customer right here got plenty of opportunity for you. That's what I'm trying to break it down so you can see it. If you want that type of money that you just claimed, those high dollar amounts that y'all claimed, well, damn it, just focus on the customer that got it. And they got a lot of it. So now I'm on my business plan, $14,000. Well, I'm going to do my market research, and guess what I'm going to do? I'm only going to look at opportunities, see, because there's going to be some basket weaving, that crumb stuff. You know, all the black people talking about, we got to do the crumbs. We got to work our way up the ladder and all that stuff, all that struggling stuff. So if you look at those opportunities that pay $500, $5,000, and you put that up there, you say, this is going to get me there. Well, you're setting yourself up. But when I just showed you the math, there's over 5 million opportunities, you get $14,000. Well, why wouldn't you just put those opportunities together? So now my business plan that I wrote down on paper that said I got to earn $14,000 a day in order to get to 5 million. Well, why don't I look at nothing but contracts that at bare minimum will pay me $14,000 a day? So if I do 14,000 times 365, I need $5.1 million contract. Okay, that's in 1 year. So I'm probably going to look at contracts that are worth $20 million because it's going to be over 5 years. $20 million over 5 years, $5 million a year. Now I'm going to put 15 of those opportunities on my pipeline. Now, if I do 15 times 20, I should have a $300 million pipeline. What's the odds if I take this thing seriously and I don't bullshit around with it? If I really focus in. Because remember, I did my market research of the stuff that I know how to do. I'm not over here just chasing money. Like, I'm focused on my opportunities. So I put together $300 million worth of opportunities that, I want to take the time out and figure this thing out. What's the odds of you losing every single opportunity? It's slim to none, unless you do one opportunity at $300 million, and that would just be stupid. You know what I'm saying? That just wouldn't make sense. But let's say you got a $2 million opportunity here, $4 million, because every opportunity ain't got to be $5 million. We know we got to get the $5 million. So you could have five $1 million opportunities that equals $5 million. Right? But we need to get up to $300 million. So you should have 5 $1 million opportunities. You should have another 5 opportunities worth $10 million. You should have another 3 opportunities worth $20 million. Like, now all of a sudden I can focus. Now, that was just one side of the business plan. That was government contracting, right? But we need to perfect our craft. I told you guys, whatever it is that you do, that there's going to be a product and service side to it. So we're going to get back on moving services. I put all of that together. See, most people would just think, I need to use my hands to move this stuff. That's how I'm going to generate my revenue. Cool. But you got to understand that there's products behind moving services that you do know about. Okay? All of that shit that you move, the furniture, well, you could be selling furniture. Don't you got to move the furniture that you sell anyways? So in my mind, like, why wouldn't I add furniture to what it is that I do? It's a product for the service that I provide. Because damn it, if you buy this furniture for me, I got to move it to your location. It's a win-win for me. I just added the product side to your moving business. And guess what? Since I added the product of furniture and I got the service of moving, what happens when that chair breaks? Right? It needs to get fixed. Now, once again, you probably don't know anything about furniture. So you probably think, well, Travis, you know what I'm saying? You say we getting started out. All I know is moving services. That's what I was looking for. Well, didn't I tell you to do your research? You can look at all the companies who've been selling products of furniture. See, the problem is the greed in our mind. We want it all. We want all the money. But what I'm telling you is this customer right here allows you to partner with people. So I told you earlier, what looks like competition should be your potential partner. So damn it, I'm calling up the furniture company because I don't want to be a furniture company. I just want to have access to the products. And I know somebody, well, why wouldn't they just sell it to the government? Because the government's so damn big. So now all of a sudden, I have my products that I don't really have. I just got relationships with people who got the products because I specialize in service of moving, but I just so happen to have the product. And guess what? Usually that same furniture company also knows how to service their own products. So I added the service branch to the furniture. I get to sell the furniture and I get to move the furniture that people purchase. I just spread my wings. Now, okay, by me looking through this lens, not focusing on all this other stuff, I can make my money a whole lot faster to this. But this kicker right here, I know we're talking about government contracting, guys, but I'm in the art of helping you guys create wealth. But there's one more cart that you need to add into what you know how to do, right? Just open up this other cart. It's called courses. I know this ain't government contracting, okay? But we're in this edutech era where people in Nebraska, people in Wyoming, people in these country locations are trying to get themselves out. And they realize I can get on the internet and get information to help me get out. Well, guys, somebody in Nebraska wants to do a moving service company too. And you, again, you keep talking to your goddamn friends and family about what you do. And in your mind, you're like, well, ain't nobody interested in learning how I do. I'm telling you, somebody on the internet is interested. You got to make the damn course. So now all of a sudden, see, I don't tell you guys to do 7 streams of income. I think doing 7 streams of income is the stupidest stuff that you could possibly do. Anytime you do 7 streams of income, that's 7 different levels of education that you need. Because, Damon, you don't know how to do real estate, so you get in real estate, you got to figure out real estate. You don't know how to run a government contracting business, you got to figure that out. You don't know how to invest, you got to figure that out in the stock market. These are what the gurus talk about 7 streams of income. No, you're never going to get there. But when we open up 7 carts for the same stuff that we know how to do, all of a sudden, every time somebody comes to you, their value is tremendously increased, because since I know that I'm helping out my customer, I get to help them at this stage, the next stage, the next stage, and the next stage, all because I stayed in my lane. So we're one customer. If I didn't set it up like this to have 7 carts, anytime you solve a problem for a customer, you create another problem. Okay. So that's the reason I know about furniture, right? If I move your stuff, I created a problem. Okay. You need furniture. So let me look at the furniture. Well, if I give you furniture, I created another problem. You don't know how to fix it. So I'm going to fix it. Right. So all of a sudden, the value, most people would try to sell the damn couch and like, yo, we can sell couches for $1,400. The value of my customer is $1,400. But when you open up these 7 carts right here, the value of a customer being $1,400 all of a sudden increases to like $60,000 because you keep opening up a cart to solve that customer's problem. And you know what the next problem is because you solved the last one. So now we got 7 carts of income. So if you're going to be moving services and you're going to get into furniture and all of this stuff and become a specialist of your niche, why wouldn't you teach a course about it? Now, see, I ain't going to dive into course sales because we on government contracting, okay? But I do marketing, I do courses, the whole 9, right? It works. Now, once we get our business plan together, we you're going to total all that stuff up. We told you, reverse engineer. All you got to do is put all of the different opportunities next to the dollar amount to take you to the goal that you want to be. And that is a simple business plan to me. All this other jargon right here, look, I mean, again, I would do that after I got going. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to beat myself up with all this stuff that they asking for. Now that I got my business plan done, now they have step 3, fund your business. My step 3 is to make sure that you get your business open. See, I ain't even tell y'all to open your business yet because I wanted you to do all this other research first. Now, all of a sudden, you can open your business. People be asking me, what is a good business name? Well, hell, why don't you just look at your industry? Look at the business names of everybody in there. In your industry, how are they naming their businesses so you can get an idea on what to name your business? If I tell you what I think that you should name your business, what the hell does that matter? I don't have your check. This is why you guys got to stop asking these type of questions. And people get upset when I don't want to give them the answer. I don't want to give you the answer because I don't want you to set you up. See, other people on the internet might just give you an answer because, you see them as the guru and whatnot. So they want to keep providing the value to you so you can buy into them and have confidence. I'm not with that. I want to create wealth in my community. And I'm telling you right now, if you research the opportunities, you know your business name. You'll notice if all of the clients that are winning contracts got the words moving services in their name. They probably don't. But let's just say if they did, then damn it, you need to start a company that got moving services in the name. Why would you do something different? The fool does something different. But if you don't see no moving services in nobody's name, damn it, don't you put it in yours. The fool will put moving services in his name and then watch the whole damn industry ain't got moving services in their name. Right? So we start the process of opening our business with our local state. Can you do this as a sole proprietor? Yes, you can. Is it the smartest way? No, it's not. So that's why I'm telling you guys to start your business. It's going to cost you $300, whatever it is in your state. It varies. Pay the fee. All right. Now that we got our business, the next step we need to do is go register on sam.gov. You need to go get your business registered on sam.gov. But guess what? It's going to ask you things like your NAICS code, your industry and all that. But guess what? You did all your market research already. You know what all your NAICS codes is. You know everything that you want to do because you took the time to do the research. All of a sudden, you fly through sam.gov. Again, I know when people didn't do their research, when they ask me shit about what should they put in sam.gov. You want me to lie to you, man. People don't realize how much they're asking people to lie to them, right? So like, yo, what should I put as my NAICS codes in sam.gov? Damn it, I don't know what you want to do. Do you want me to tell you the codes that I put? That ain't going to help you out. You know what I'm saying? You need to know your industry to understand what to put in here. If you do the research, it tells you how to fill out your entire sam.gov profile. If you're struggling to fill out your sam.gov profile, it's just because you didn't do your research. Once again, you ain't going to last in this industry. I don't like helping people like that. I don't want to work with people that I know ain't going to last because you're going to mess it up for black people. Our statistics are going to look bad. So I don't even want to get you in this process. Go get another fool on the internet that wants to get you involved in this process and keep messing up our statistics. I don't want to do that. So if you can't do the basic things, I don't want to help you get past the next piece. You call me what you want. Right? So now that we get in sam.gov, the minute you are in sam.gov, you are allowed to do government contracts. That's the most basic thing. I ain't getting no certifications. I didn't get into, hiring and all. It don't matter. All of that you'll learn all of this stuff as you're doing business. Trust me, it'll come at you real goddamn fast. But the reason I'm not preparing you guys for this, put a yes in the chat if this has ever happened to you. Have you ever been through the worst time in your life? Like, have you ever gone through something at some time in your life and you was like, yo, this is the worst time of my life? Or this is the hardest time of my life? Like, have you been through that thus far in your life? If you have, put a yes in the chat. I want to know. Because here's the kicker. I've been through this. The worst times of my life. And guess what? I'm here. I'm here talking to y'all. And I know that you've gotten through the worst times of your life and you're here talking to me today. So the reason that I feel comfortable telling you don't worry about all of that extra stuff, like I gave you the basics, do the research, get your business registered, and then go after the contracts. All the other stuff you'll learn as you go. I gave you the basics to get going because all of the other stuff is jargon for right now. Now, again, you're going to come at this point and man, it's going to scare the hell out of you. And what I'm telling you right now is that, guys, ladies, you just told me you got through the worst time of your life. This ain't nothing. This is going to be nothing more than another one of those times. And the brain, okay, this is why I can trust telling you to do this. The brain is so powerful that it'll get you through it. Not only is the brain so powerful that it'll get you through it, the man upstairs is going to send them that brain some signals while you go to sleep, while you sitting in that shower, while you sitting in the car crying, right? The man upstairs is going to give a signal to the brain, and then it's going to kick into the brain, and the brain is going to say, I got to take action. In the same way that your brain took action and got you out of the worst time in your life previously, it'll do it again. So I don't care about all the extra steps. Once again, I already did this. This is why I could talk in so much confidence like this, because I did it. Now that we got our business registered, we know all the opportunities that we want to go after. We know our customer. We know the potential competition. I should go look for some money. You ain't got to guess about how much money you need either. You know the opportunities that are coming up next month that you need to go after. See, you don't need to have $5 million, $50 million, anything that you don't need that. You only need money for the very first opportunity that you win. The very first opportunity is the one that's coming up. You don't need money for the other 10 right now. You ain't even got them. So the only amount of money that you need to worry about is the one opportunity that you're about to go after at that time. So I'm going to look for the funding. Guess what? I'm still going after the opportunity. I said you need to look for the money. You didn't have to have the money. You need to look for it. We know what we need. If we win the contract, guess what?
You reckon?
Sorry about that. If we win the contract, I should have like 30, 45 days, maybe a little bit more, probably 30 to go get the money. Well, if I got a contract in my hand, I can go get the money. I always say this. I tell this to my students. If you was in my program, this help you out. I tell this to my students. If for some reason you're getting denied, for some crazy reason that you have a contract in your hand and you can't go to the SBA.gov, okay, and go to their banks that work with small business friendlies, okay, if you can't get funded by them, then damn it, call me. I'm like, I got the money for you. Unless you over there talking about $10 million project or something, I ain't got that for you. But if you over here talking about $1 million something under, I got you. And guess what? You gonna pay me back just like the bank do. That's gonna be what it is. And I don't want to hear no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And guess what? You gonna sign that house over to me just like the bank do. And if you default on payment, I'm coming to take that house, car, and everything that you got just like the bank do. And I will have no remorse, right? I don't care if you got kids at Christmas time. If the bank is gonna take it, I'm gonna take it too, because I'm going to make you treat me like the bank. Because you want money from me like the bank. So we're about to do bank business. But trust me, you should never, ever have a problem getting money if you got an opportunity in your hand. Okay? So boom. Once we go look for the funding. Oh, another thing about funding, okay? I always show people this. Okay? If you can't get nobody to fund you and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Here goes your funding. Guys, you see all these credit cards? We all these credit cards. I mean, I got credit for days. And I don't know a damn thing about credit either. Right? You know, all these credit cards. You can just credit cards. Like, that's why I had good credit and stuff. I don't know anything about the credit stuff because, we do good business over here. We don't over leverage. But you can use your credit cards, right? Go purchase the product. You can go pay people or whatnot on your credit card and just pay the damn thing off. Not only, here's the beauty about this, why I like credit cards. Not only do you get to build your credit because you're going to be moving a lot of money through your credit cards, okay? You're going to move a lot of money through your credit cards working with the government. You get to pay all of that stuff off, which builds your credit. But man, I live life in luxury. I haven't paid for a goddamn flight in years. I haven't paid for a hotel in years because of the credit cards. It's called points. So now all of a sudden people like, yo, if you see me back in the day, like, yo, Travis, you live a great life, man. He over here tricking money. Well, that's the perception of the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm tricking points. The government's points that they help get me earned. You know what I'm saying? I don't use my own money on nothing. My money is going to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's called investing, right? So these are ways that you can get money. Money should never, ever be a problem, ever. All right. What does it say? Number 4, pick your business location. Well, we should have did that when we started our business. All right. So let's move that up there to step 2 or step 3. Step 4 was your funding. Step 3 was getting your business registered. So matter of fact, we're going to say funding is step 5. Step 4 needs to be your business location. All right. Now, you are more than welcome to open your business up at home. I don't care what nobody say, guys. I'm a multi-million-dollar business operating from my crib. So we can eliminate that lie. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what people be talking about you can't do business from home. Somebody go look at you crazy. Government don't mind. I don't know about this other stuff that they talking about. All right. Government don't care if you operating your business from the crib. Now, what you don't want to do is have your business operating from a virtual address. All right. Again, we bare minimum. I don't even want you guys wasting your money in the office space because again, we're bare minimum. We at the smallest level right now. You need every dollar that you got. Money is an extremely powerful tool. I don't never disrespect money. I don't ever talk about money in a negative way. I need that shit. We're waking up every day trying to get money. So we're going to be wise with our money. We don't have the money to open up an office. You could use that money in people. Okay. You could use that money to help get an accountant, to help get some HR, to help get some manager or something. But God damn it, don't go get a goddamn office front because your people around you, right, pump you up when they see your name on the office door like that. Guys, we're in business. Like, I'm not in this game for emotions. I don't care what nobody thinks about what I'm doing. I care about that check that come in. Because when I get this check, I can make an impact on anything that I want to make an impact on. You can literally be the person that you want to be. If you want to be evil, then damn it, you got the money to be evil. If you want to be the best person ever and help out the world, well, go get the money to help out the world. Because I'm telling you right now, you cannot help out people with your words. You know what I'm saying? Like, let us pray together. Look, I mean, yeah, I could pray all day long, but some money going to have to come here at some point. So somebody going to have to take some action. You know what I'm saying? You should be praying that the man upstairs help guide your actions to help you generate some money instead of praying right there that, can you just answer my prayers to give me all the money? He ain't did that yet because he can't. He can only bless your actions. You got to go get your own money. So we're not going to waste it on an office location. When you already paying the damn mortgage at your house that's high as hell right now. You already paying the rent at your house that's high as hell right now. Utilize it. Now, I will warn you. Government contracting is public information. So the minute that you put your house in here, yes, it does become publicized. But guys, this is the black community putting fears in our life. I've been doing government contracting for 11 years. My home address has been posted everywhere for 11 years. Ain't nothing happened to me yet. Knock on some wood. But, I'm also not stupid. I understand that it's public information, so I prepared myself. I got video cameras all over the house. I get goddamn alerts to come to my phone anytime somebody gets in the perimeter to my house. And if you think that you could walk in my house and get anything from me at any time, I mean, may God be with you because he going to have to be with you. You know what I'm saying? Because we are heavily armed over here. I mean, heavy. And I'm surgical with these things. And I'm watching you the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I got it all on the palm of my hand. I watch you while you was pulling up all the way to walking through my house. I'm just watching you. So good luck. And you should do the same too. You know what I'm saying? But we eliminate that fear because we don't want to waste our money. We need that money. The next thing is choosing a business structure. I'm not going to touch into that, guys. I'm not a specialist on that. You start a LLC. You know what I'm saying? All of this shit can go back and be changed. That's the beauty about it. Like, you can go change this stuff, but you definitely want to have at least an LLC. Once you start talking about S Corp, C Corps, all of that stuff, like, I'm not a specialist in that. That's the reason why we need to save our money from that rental of an office building so you can pay the accountant and the lawyer so they can get the correct formation for this stuff. I pay people to do this stuff for me on that part. All right. The business name, we already talked about how to do that. Registering your business, I moved that up to the top. I don't even know why they got this down here so far. They'll be registering our business so late. And to get the tax IDs, they crazy. licenses and things of that nature, for the most part, getting started on government contract, you don't need no license. You don't need no permit. And people like, can you come back and get that stuff later? Yes. But again, I don't want y'all using y'all hands. Do you know what happens when you get the permit and the license for what you know how to do? You go do the shit. I mean, every person, all these smart people that I've ran across in my lifetime, right? They go get certified, and I mean, they smart as hell too, man. I know some smart people. Do you hear me? I mean, they got every certification on the book, black belts, A+ certifications. I mean, they got all of cyber, they AWS certified, Microsoft certified. Do you know what happens when you get certified? Can anybody put in the comments, what do you think happens when anytime somebody gets certified in their craft? What do you think is going to happen to that person? If you get your license to do something, what do you think is going to happen next? You're going to do it. The reason I don't go get certifications and licenses, I got my business certifications, right? The minority business certification, things like that. But licenses and certifications for me to use my hands, nah, I'm not going to go get none of that shit. Because the minute I get it, I got to go do it. But guess what happens if I ain't got no certification? I always got to go hire somebody else to do it. Like, it's impossible for me to do the work. I cannot legally do the work because it'd be like the doctor at Howard, right? The doctor at Howard was falsifying being a doctor because he wasn't certified to be a doctor. What I'm telling you right now is I don't want to be certified to be the doctor because I realize how much time the doctor spends being a doctor. He don't get to enjoy his life. He don't even get to enjoy that doctor money that he makes. So what I realize is since the doctor is sitting his ass in the office so long with all those new licenses and certifications that he got, he don't know how to sell himself. She don't know how to sell herself. So I'll do it for him because they don't have time to figure sales out. I figure sales out. I sell their services and I get my time. I get to sell their services for a dollar amount that satisfies them. They think they're making a lot of money, but they forget they lose a lot of time. I get to gain back a lot of time and I make less money than the doctor, but it turns into more money because I got 10 other doctors doing the same thing. See, I don't make the most money off one doctor. Absolutely not. That one doctor makes 3 times more than me. I'm okay with that because, again, I got time to put 10 more doctors in place to do the same thing. And now with those 10 doctors, I'm blowing it out the water and I still got my time. So I don't want you guys to get no license or certification. Business bank account, you must have. You must have a business bank account. We do not commingle funds. So you're going to take that new form of business and you're going to take your ass down to that local bank. Now you should go to SBA.gov and find out what is a small business friendly bank that's near you. Okay? We're going to need somebody with money to be on our team. Now, here's a trick to banks. If you got $10,000, you need to open up this bank account with $10,000 in it. The reason that we're opening up the bank account with $10,000 in it because the bank is going to use that $10,000 to make $100,000. So when you give them $10,000 in their account, they realize they got $100,000. All of a sudden, they call you Mr. Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? They call you Mr. Freeman. They call you Mr. Tony. Things change because now you got money. So if you can get $10,000, do that. If you can't, that's okay too. Do what you can do. But we do need that business bank account. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And now you're ready to do government contracting. I mean, it's no more than that. Once you get all that stuff together, you just go on over to sam.gov. And all them opportunities that you built for, they're going to be coming out on sam.gov. Now, if for some reason, your opportunities ain't coming out until, let's say, your first opportunity is coming out in February, well, you should be networking towards that opportunity in February today. You should start that process right now. And then, see, government contracting don't take all day. Okay. So while you network towards that opportunity today, tomorrow you should be networking towards the second opportunity. And then the next day is the third opportunity. The next day is the fourth opportunity. And then next week, you're going to recycle this shit back over and do it all over again. You're going to call the people up that you met, send them an email, just say hi, treat people like people. You ain't got to keep begging people for stuff all the time. Treat people like people. You can be the difference maker if you just figure out, ask a person how their dog's doing. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else is just begging them for money all the time. I want. But if you just call them up one time, look, man, I'm just, trying to check on your dog, man. Last time I was in your office, I seen that you had the golden doodle up there, little stinger. I want to see how you doing. And then hang up the phone. I'm like, damn, he didn't call me to ask me no questions about nothing. Well, we know that the time ain't here yet. You know what I'm saying? The contract ain't up, so I got more time to talk to you. I ain't asked you today, but my ass gonna ask you 3 weeks from now. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to build the relationship up first before I gave you my ask. But I had to give myself enough time to do this. See, when people throw things over the fence, they don't give themselves enough time. So people that's just going out here listening to these idiots talk about just responding stuff on SAM.gov, again, you don't get to create a sustainable business. The reason you can't create a sustainable business because you have no processes and procedures on how you did this. Right? You was just guessing. Again, once you got all of it together, I'm coming over here to contract opportunities, clicking on advanced search, and then I'm, checking out those opportunities that I found. Now, while we sit there and we know the opportunities that we want to go after, maybe you sitting here Friday and you ain't got nothing to do. You done did all your calls. You done been on every meeting. And I just want to make this known, guys. I still sit on meetings till today. You can look at my Instagram. I sat my ass on a pointless PTAC meeting today. It was absolutely nothing that they taught me. Like, I know all of this stuff. I know all of this information. It might have been like one thing that was an update that I heard about. But the moral is that our network, you will never not see me on these basic government contracting calls. Even though I've been making millions of dollars, my ass still showing up to them calls. So if you don't want to do this stuff, I have no pity for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing it. Why the hell you think you can't do it? And if you want me to do it for you, this is why people pay me $50,000 to do it. Yes, my company will absolutely go sit in these meetings for you because this is how we win contracts. I only know how to do what I know how to do. And this is a pretty damn easy way for me to sit on a 2-hour call and all of a sudden, look, it may take me about 40 hours of bullshit work to get $2 million. Do you know how long people work at 40 hours and only get like $3,000? You know what I'm saying? $10,000 in 40 hours. I'm over here telling you 40 hours can get you $1 million and people don't want to sit on the calls. It's crazy. But anyways, I can go to SAM.gov right now and I can just look for opportunities, man. Once I got my pipeline, right? Once I'm focused and I know what I'm trying to do, well, now I can come back and hustle. All right. So I'm going to come over here to notice types and I'm going to go to synopsis and combined synopsis solicitation. Sorry, no, that wasn't supposed to be combined synopsis. Right? Now I can just look at these opportunities right here. Matter of fact, let me change the date. I want to do that too. I want to go to my date and I want to say response. Okay. Response needs to be in the next month. The reason I'm putting the next month, I got to put some pressure on myself. That's the other problem too. Y'all scared to put pressure on yourself. Look at some opportunities in the next month because now I got to do it. One hard part about the other method that I taught you guys about research and building your pipeline, you're going to have opportunities that's going to be out in June and like you're going to lose faith, confidence, or you may say just like everybody does. And I was a bad habit of doing this in school. Like I do my homework when I get on the bus. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing that you're going to do with this. You're going to try to focus on the opportunity when June gets here. And I'm telling you, that's too late. Right? So put your feet in the fire because you ain't never did this thing before. Remember, we basic. While we put it all together and we did our research, well, now let's go play with some fire. Now we going to do that little throwing things over the fence, but we ain't going to just throw a whole bunch of stuff over the fence. I need to taste the game, right? Everybody needs to get a taste of this game. But see, one issue is people scared to taste this because they feel like it's going to kill them when they taste it. They're like, man, Travis, I'm so nervous that I'm going to mess up. Who cares? Do you guys know what happens when you mess up over here in this space? Nothing. You just don't win the contract. I'm saying, like, nothing happens. They send you an email, say, hey, you didn't win it. And then guess what? You got to try this shit out again. That's about the only thing that happens. You lost time and money, right? And when I say you lost money is because you took the time out to do this thing. And that's another issue that we forget about ourselves, right? Us researching, us writing proposals, networking and things of that nature. We forget to charge our own company for our own time. Every single thing that you do for your business should be documented, right? So now, like myself, when I go out and network and I do things like this, I come back home and I send the invoice to my company. I don't pay my invoice, but it's sitting right there. My company, I believe, owes me about $280,000 right now. Now, the beauty about that part is some tax stuff, right? Now we getting into the whole tax game, which this could get a little deep and a little heavy. And trust me, once you start making money, you're going to learn about all this stuff that I'm talking about. Like I told y'all in the beginning, you don't need to know everything. But once you start making money, it's going to force you to learn how to play the game like Donald Trump. Because you're going to write that one check back to the IRS. It's going to be real big. You're like, I don't never want to do this again. So see, since I am charging my company for my time that I'm using to generate that company money, the day that I want to go get money out of it, I mean, they owe me a lot of money plus interest. So now I get to take some tax advantages off the interest that came in, right? So if the company owes me $280,000 and I don't know, maybe I charge the company a 40% interest because they ain't paid me my money back in the last 3 years. Again, this is my own company that I'm talking about here. I'm charging my company 40% interest. Okay. They didn't even pay me back my $280 that they owed me. They just paid me back the interest that they owed me. Well, that's a whole new ball game. I earn money off interest, but I ain't going down that lane. Just know it's games to be played when we start making a lot of money. So let's make money faster. So we're going to come right here. We're going to look for stuff. Wireless, broadband, engineering, and consulting services. God damn it, call up a person that worked at Verizon. You know what I'm saying? These tech companies just did a whole lot of layoffs, man. It's a bunch of people looking for work. Yeah. And they'll do this stuff for free because they got a severance and they don't know what they're about to do in the next 5 months. You know what I'm saying? Tell them about this opportunity right here because they just got fired from Verizon and I'm pretty sure they know how to do it. Now, of course, there's ins and outs of how you're supposed to tell them about this and things that you're supposed to do, but get inside of the course and I break that down a whole lot more. All right. So these are the basic steps, guys, of what you need to do for government contracting. It doesn't get any harder. If you do anything else, you're going to make it harder. Right? You're making it harder for yourself mentally. Do you guys feel that this was basic enough that you could get started in government contracting? Put a 1 in the chat if you like, yo, I think I probably could do this. And put a 2 in the chat if you still like, I don't know, Travis. I hear you talking, but I don't know, man. Still a little shaky. And that's okay too, right? 1s or 2s, as long as you got an answer, it's cool. There's no shame in saying I ain't got it yet. It's a problem when you try to lie and say, I got it, and you don't quite understand it. But if you got it, if you understand this basic stuff is right here. Like this basic, my man, Florida put all the ones up there. He said, oh, this super basic. You know what I'm saying? Super basic. Yeah, it is. You can do this. So I hope that you guys are getting your businesses started. That you tap into this customer right here. And before we get out of here, I do have a 7-day government contracting challenge coming up. You can visit www. Make sure you put in the www.travisknows.com. Okay. Once you come over here to Travis Knows, you can scroll down to the bottom. You can find all of my other social media platforms. You can see everything that we got going on. But if you're still a little iffy and maybe you don't have the money to get into my year program, okay, I do have a 7-day challenge coming up, June 28th. Right. You click this, you get into it. It's going to cost you $297 to get into the 7-day government contracting challenge. And we're going to dive in for 7 days. I'm going to teach you everything that you need to know to the T. By the end of the 7 days, you will be equipped to bid it on government contracts. But it don't just stop there, guys. I want y'all to generate money. Right. Didn't I tell you guys about courses? Well, on this 7-day challenge, I'm going to teach you about how to make money on the internet, too. Because we need to make money on the internet while we wait for our government contracts to come in. So you're going to learn about that information in the 7-day challenge. You're also going to learn about something called affiliate marketing. The minute that you get registered for this challenge right here, okay, you are able to sell this challenge to somebody else and you earn $100 every time somebody signs up. Now, I'm running this challenge every month. So every month you're going to have an opportunity to earn $100 for every sign up. You can sign 25 people up and guess what? You're going to earn $2,500. So that means if you get in this challenge and before next Monday, if you get 3 people to sign up, you actually just got $1 million course for free. If you tell 10 people about it, well, you put some money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? You got some money in your pocket and you still learn this shit for free. So once again, www.travisknows.com. If you come right here, click on the 7-day federal government contractor challenge. We are getting started November the 28th. Everything will be recorded. You'll get access to the videos as well as you can watch the replays. The last day of the challenge, that Sunday, yes, we do go live on Sunday. The man upstairs is okay with us working on Sunday. I talked to him. He told me it's cool. So y'all ain't even got to worry about it. You ain't even got to ask him. He told me to tell y'all, like, y'all could take a break from church this Sunday and just rock out with Travis because he going to give y'all some preaching in business. So he gets it. We can take a Sunday off because we're going 7 days straight. All right. But you're going to get on there. You're going to consume this information. Before you even get on it, you can make yourself some money. And once you get on and find out all the information, you can really make yourself some money signing people up for the next government contract course. But if you ready to dive in this thing, if you ain't trying to play around, like if you like, yo, Travis, man, I need to be with you. Well, I got a 1-year course. Okay. You can come right here again, travisknows.com. You can go to puremoneygovcon.com. That'll take you to it. You can click right here, get yourself registered for the 1-year program. You're going to have affiliate commissions to this as well. You tell somebody about this program, instead of $100, you're going to get 25% commission of whatever the price is at that moment. Now with this, you're going to get access to the back office that I got. I got tons and tons of training, recorded videos back there for you to start consuming. I got a Google Drive that has scripts and things in there for you to take advantage of. We got a private group chat that I love, man. I love my people that are in there. I believe we got over 200 contractors in that bad boy. So you're going to get access to that so you can network and communicate with like-minded individuals and change up your community. All right. But most importantly, you're going to get 25% commissions. This price right here of this 1-year course, it goes up $100 every 5 purchases, which I believe the price is about to raise again. I need to put newer pricing up there. But the price goes up $100 every 5 people. You get 25% of whatever that price is at that moment. All you got to do is take the link, tell somebody about it. They click on it and my team will handle everything else after that. We're good because it becomes our customer. So we have to handle everything. You're just going to get paid for doing that. What I understood is that, hey, I got tired of paying Facebook and YouTube and all of the other people that don't look like me, okay, for ads, right, that don't guarantee a sale. But I'm spending the money to them. So I say, hey, this thing called affiliate marketing, you mean I can actually, instead of paying Facebook, I can now pay my people to give me a guaranteed sale. So let's eliminate all that bullshit that people be talking about, MLMs and Ponzi schemes and all. This ain't no damn scheme. This is real business. And this allows me to circulate money back into my community. So you need to learn about affiliate marketing. All right. So you're going to get access to all of that. Once again, travisknows.com. If, again, you ain't quite sure, come to govconcheatcodes.com. This can be found at travisknows.com or you go to govconcheatcodes.com. Take the assessment right here. The assessment will tell you how we can best help you get started in government contracting. There's a cheat sheet here that I want you guys to take advantage of too. I want you guys to come here to govconcheatcodes.com, click on government contract and cheat codes. And I have 3 resources right here that you can download completely for free. They don't cost you $1. But all of the sites, okay, that I was talking about, they're going to be right here on that resource list. There's tons of sites right here that you could take advantage of on this resource list. I got some government basics right here, and I got a SAM worksheet to help you get your business registered inside of that SAM profile. There's paid things down here, but again, all of this stuff up here is for free, and all of this paid stuff is available in our 1-year course as well. But that's govconcheatcodes.com. And last but not least, if you just want to stay updated with me, man, y'all just like hanging out with the kid, which I like that too. You can come travisknows.com, scroll down to the bottom. All of my social media channels are right here. If you would like to book a consultation call, I don't do any free consultations because I'm on live, right? I answer questions on live. So if you would like to take my time while I'm not on live, then you got to pay for a consultation call. That's right here. If you want to know the tools that I'm using to go live and to keep my books and stuff and all of that, we have all of the tools that I use to operate my business is located right here. And last but not least, if you need money, man, we work with this company called Later Financial Group. It's not my company. This is a company that I work with. They've helped us out. So I wanted to share it with my community so they can help you out. You come right here, schedule an appointment with their team, and they can help you with getting funding. But that's all that we got right there. That's the housekeeping portion. I usually do it at the end, but in the beginning, but I did it here at the end. I am going to answer a few questions here. In the meantime, guys, I need you to make sure that you're smashing that like button. You are sharing this information out here. Y'all know I will cut this damn thing off. I cut it off on Clubhouse, folks. I have absolutely no problem cutting off stuff because I already got this information in. You know what I'm saying? So again, while I'm about to go through these questions here, while I'm taking the time out to answer your question, all I'm asking you to do is hit the like button, hit the share button, so another minority entrepreneur can take advantage of the information that you too are getting for free. Give them a chance by telling them about it. And I thank you all who've been doing such a great job of helping me out that thus far. But let me dive in here. I am going to answer a couple questions. I do apologize if I don't cover your question. I usually tell you guys to put a Q in the front, followed by the question so I can see it. But I didn't do that this time. My apologies. Also, I seen my guy Trey here. Where did he go, man? I always like to give him a shout out. The Pure Money song. Once again, when y'all hear that Pure Money song that we like to play here, where's it at? Where is it at? There it is. When y'all hear that song right there, that is from Trey. Yeah. Shout outs to my guy Trey for the Pure Money song. So make sure you guys are tapping into Trey right. Appreciate you, my brother. Let me see. I'm just trying to get my first contract. Hey, you can get it. You can get it. I'm buying a course. Hey, I like this. I'm buying a course tonight. Welcome on in, good vibes. Come and join the Pure Money gang. Hey, guys, when we say gang, it's gathering and networking genuinely. That's what it's all about over here. All right, I bounced over to YouTube as well. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate you. And I'm sorry for the people who did share it out on Clubhouse and I had to shut it down, man. Sometimes you just got to teach. You got to teach lessons sometimes. Right. I tend to see moving services and relocations using solicitations a lot. Absolutely. And I'm glad you said that one right there because sometimes like moving services contracts, right? It could be in an IT contract. So we had an IT contract for the Army Corps of Engineers. Again, working their help desk. But they were moving office locations. So part of the help desk contract had a move in it too. Like it was all in one contract. So we had to team up with a moving company so they could handle that piece of it. Okay. And then we handled the IT, but it all came to us. We had to subcontract that thing out for the moving company. So I just say that sometimes because you may need to look into other contracts in order to find some moving services. And again, this is for all types of niches. All types of things can be tied in to other contracts, especially on that construction side. It'd be IT projects inside construction contracts. So you really want to get in the habit of looking through all of the information because some of your information is sitting right inside of a bigger contract. All right. And trust me, them big boys don't want to do like the 5% of moving. Right. It will waste their time. So they will be more than happy to pay a moving company to do that. Boolean searches allow you to combine words, phrases using the words and or not. Come on, man. I appreciate you, Chelsea. You must learn Boolean search. All right. Diggity said, I'm down to cheat. I like your dog right there. I don't know if that's your dog, Diggity, but I like your dog as well. Can you talk about non-CDL hot shots? No, I can't, because I don't know nothing about no trucks. I don't know anything about no trucks. I just look at the contract and then take it to a truck driver. All right. You said, how do you do that, Zena? But I don't know what you were asking. Shaking hands and kissing babies, Rodney. Hey, you know what? My favorite thing to do, shake them hands and kiss them babies. I'm happy I came across this page with good. I'm happy that you got here too as well. We appreciate you. I always say, am I still live on Clubhouse? Nope. I cut it off. They wouldn't share the room out. Yeah. So since they didn't share the room out, I cut it off. And I'm going to do that moving forward on any platform that I want. All right. How much money do you want to make next year? $500K. I love it, man. I love it. Come on, man. Y'all claim these numbers. Y'all got to go get it now. You got to go get it. I'm going to take a screenshot of all these numbers too. So if I see y'all next year, I'm going to ask you, did you hit your number? Don't run from me when you see me either. Yeah, I bet my life. Question. Oh, I see you've been here before, Thornton Capital. What? Yeah, I know you've been here before. When doing an expression of interest, what all is in it and how long should it be? When doing an expression of interest. When doing an expression of interest, what all is in it? How long it should be? Man, this is where Clubhouse comes in, because I need to ask you more questions. I think you're saying, like, if you're expressing interest in an opportunity, how long should it be? I mean, the further out, the better. But the larger, there's like a rule. The larger the dollar amount, the more time you need to put structure around the opportunity. So if you're going after $20 million, you're going to need some time. I would probably say give yourself 6 months. Minimum. I really like a year. If you're going after something that's $1 million, I mean, hell, give yourself 45 days. You know? Anything under $1 million, I mean, you can throw it over the fence. Right? But again, the more time you give yourself, the better. Right? Because you're going to build relationships. It has absolutely nothing to do about the opportunity. We need time for the relationships towards the opportunity. One phone call can get you a contract. So that's what I'm telling you. The relationships is 10 times more powerful than the structure or the skills of the opportunity, if that makes sense. I want to start next year just selling products to the government, getting my LLC started next week or so. Why you got to wait till next year, Andre? That's what I want to ask you. Why you got to wait till next year to start selling products? The government buying products today. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to wait. Ain't no New Year's resolutions. So I don't believe in that shit. Your New Year's resolution should start tonight after you get off this call. We ain't got to wait till 2023. You're more than welcome in business development. All right. He said, you're not basic. You got to change your mindset. I get it. We definitely aren't basic. All right. I know I say we're starting off basic, but, you know, that's the reason why, again, I'm telling you guys to do your research and cheat, right? Because if I make myself look like a multi-million-dollar company, then damn it, I'm about to go walk like a multi-million-dollar company. And you can make yourself look like a multi-million-dollar company if you just copy what the multi-million-dollar company is doing. And then you just go walk that shit just like them. And then can somebody prove that you're not a multi-million-dollar company when all they can do is read the paper? So if I look like a millionaire on paper, then damn it, you going to pay me like one. So that's when that mindset got to shift. Like, yeah, we starting off basic, but in the mind, we playing big. That's why I cheat. I've never cheated to play small. Why the hell? Like, you mean to tell me I'm wasting time cheating to play on a budget, to be broke? Hell no, we cheating for success, big success. Is everyone like me? Staring at the screen, mouth of Brother Travis is dropping silence. Appreciate you there, Roddy. Let me change the screen up real quick. Oh man, I see my affiliate stuff still up there. See, I did it. If you guys are in my Pure Money Facebook group, I did an affiliate training right there. Multiple partners in the same line. Don't scatter your forces. Energy flows where attention goes. Master one stream of income first. The riches are in the niches. Come on now, Erica. I appreciate you being here as well. Do we need to have the same NAICS code that is on the contract? Yes. And if you don't have that NAICS code at the time, you can just go to sam.gov and put it in. All right. State and local government contracting can be a little different. They may not use the NAICS codes and they may not allow you just go plug it into your profile like that. But for federal government contracting, okay, you can always go put a NAICS code into your SAM profile. You just need it in there when you submit the bid, right? So don't panic about not having NAICS codes or anything of this nature. You just got to have it in that profile before you submit that bid, all right? How do you feel about using the APTAC? Is that PTAC? I guess APTAC. Let me look this up. What is APTAC? APTAC. I'm thinking that's PTAC. Yeah, that looks like PTAC. Yeah, I mean, PTAC is a great resource. As I said, I was on a call today for the PTAC. They have a voice on the other side that I don't have. So I'm always going to build relationships with the PTAC personnel, but I'll just always remind people, like, it's a reason why workers are workers, right? So the PTAC is workers. They're getting paid per hour. Most of them have never ran a business. A lot of them are coming out of government in position where they seen a lot of money moving. Hell, they may even been the person signing off on all that money. So they use these big numbers and stuff to tell you like, yo, I was over projects that's $50 million, $100 million, blah, blah, blah. They use these numbers and now you assume that they have value, but they've never been able to do it for themselves, right? They've only written checks to other companies that know how to successfully do it. So there's hurdles out here in the business world that those PTAC employees didn't want to do because it scared them. So they can't possibly teach you how to run and operate a business. I mean, they don't know the ins and outs of this stuff. So you got to be mindful of that. You're not going to go in there and get frustrated and get discouraged because you're not getting the answers that you want. Usually, for the most reason, people are asking individuals for answers that they should never even thought about getting an answer from. And either they don't answer them or they give them an answer of what they seen somebody else do or what they thought. And that's bad for business, right? So just be mindful of who you're talking to. But PTAC, I mean, I like the PTAC. It's a government funded organization. So relationships with anybody on the government side, I'm always going to preach to get into, all right? Let's see, I have another one here. Are we at 2 hours? Almost at the 2 hour mark. APTAC will counsel you with government contracting. I would say that they'll counsel you with getting started. There's a lot of things that they can't do as well. They can't talk to you about pricing. They can't help you write your proposals. It's a bunch of stuff that they can't do, but again, getting started out so you can understand the ins and outs, so you can get the script. Absolutely. And even if you understand the script, man, even if you're nice in government contracting, you still set up a meeting with these people. Now you can look like the teacher's pet. When they ask you to do something, you already got it done and filled out. And they like, yo, you are the best person that we ever had. But I mean, you know, again, play the game. They're on the government side. All right. Let me see. How does it say? It's going to tell you it's going to take you 2 years or more. I love that. So the PTAC, yeah, they're definitely going to tell you that again. They're reading the script. They don't know what we're talking about. Got several bids in the pipeline. Have not won anything yet. My numbers are way higher than the winning bid. Help. Yeah. Honestly, that's your answer, man. You just you're not good at buying. Yeah, I would. Best way that I can help you is to get into our program, so you know we can have deeper conversations about this stuff. But you just suck at buying right now, and what I mean by that, whether it's a product or service, you still got to buy shit, right? So if it's a service, you still got to buy people to do work. If it's a product, right, you got to buy the product up front. The reason that you're not winning is because your buying isn't good. You need to figure out how to better buy whatever it is that you're trying to sell. So when it comes to products, maybe you can go to the manufacturer and read their rules of how many products do you need to sell to get the best discount. Maybe you need to fly to another state or something and get the products from over there opposed to where you're at. Or maybe you need to go through somebody because, they have the relationship with the manufacturer and they can get you the products for cheaper. So that's on the product side. When it comes on the service side, something that I did, okay, right? And I made a video on this not long ago, but I had to fly out to Fargo to buy better, right? If I would have bought the workers here in the DMV, they cost too much money. That's not a good way of buying. So I would lose all the time if I keep buying people here to do work. So I flew out to Fargo, right? Where the minimum wage is a whole lot cheaper. The cost of living is a whole lot cheaper. I posted my ass up there for 3 months and we set up shop, right? And I learned how to buy people better so I could sell it better, right? That's the only problem that you got right now is you're not doing a good job at buying, right? What's good, family and realtor in Louisiana? Also do credit repair consulting. I appreciate you from being here. I thought you was from Texas with the cowboy hat on, but I know y'all near each other. Actually, you know what? I'm going to be at Louisiana. I'm going to be at Louisiana, I think, this February. I've never been to Mardi Gras. I've been all over the place. I've never been to New Orleans, and I've never been to Mardi Gras. So I think I may try to check that thing out this year. Let's see. Should you use your home address? I think we went over that. Yeah, you said you got your answer. Cool. Yep, you do get some tax benefits for using your crib. I do want to make a statement though, guys. You don't always want to look to write everything off. I know often we hear about this write-off stuff, write this off, write that off. Guys, a lot of people are writing themselves off to broke. And you're setting yourself up again. We got to watch who we listening to. And I hate that it's like that because a lot of us, like myself, I'm glad that I got started in business at the time that I did because we ain't have all this internet with a bunch of people that's just talking, right? So a lot of these people that's talking, right, write off this, write off that, they know that it sparks your emotions, right? But they have no care in you building wealth. If you keep writing stuff off, right? So let's say you make $100,000 and you write off $70,000 of it, and then you got to pay yourself $20,000, all right? And then you got $10,000 that's in profit of your business. I'm going to look at your books and like, yo, you suck as a business. I'm scared to loan you any money. I'm scared to do any business with you because when I look at your books, you don't make no goddamn money. The paperwork that you filed at the IRS said I didn't make no money because this smart person told me to write off every goddamn thing. You need to pay your taxes. Pay your taxes. If you don't want to pay your taxes, learn how to move some money or something so it can still look like you make money. But when you keep writing stuff off, it makes you look broke. And that's why you can't go get that $100,000. That's the reason why you can't get those bigger opportunities. Although you know that you made profit and you bought a car and all this stuff because they told you that you was going to have to pay money in taxes. So you played the write-off game. You know you operated in a profit. Can't nobody else know that. All we got to look at is the paperwork that you turned in. And that paperwork that you turned in had a bunch of damn write-offs in it that made you look broke. So be careful with those write-offs. All right. Sam does not look down at your business. I told you I'm a multi-million-dollar business working from the crib. I don't know what other answer to tell you. So if you would like to listen to somebody that says that, and Sam ain't even got a damn thing to do with government contracting. It's just a database that's holding everybody. They don't control contracts. Like CMS ain't never said, Travis, let me come look at your house. This is the stuff that I'm talking about. Like, the information that you're learning from individuals, this was another ignorant person that informed you and educated you that you can't do it from home because you get looked down on. That ain't true. Apartment complex do the same damn thing. that don't allow you to use your address for a business, man, that's tough right there. I don't know, man. If they don't allow you to use your address as a business, you gotta work things out, man. You can go rent out. Let's say you know somebody with an office, right? You can go rent out an office inside of their office and have them label that damn thing 4800 Unit A, right? Create a Unit A inside of that thing, and now you got a lease agreement, okay, that you're paying $10 a month for because it's your friend. I mean, sometimes, again, we just got to think outside of the box, man. Do not go just wasting unnecessary money. The only thing you cannot have is a virtual address. All right? Other than that, figure it out. Nope, no Black Friday sales. I made a joke. My Black Friday sale is me selling on Friday. I'm black and I'm selling on Friday. Yeah, every Black Friday, I got the same Black Friday sale. I'm black and selling. Most people's info is out there in the digital universe anyways. You feel me? I love that. I love that. Most people's stuff, I mean, they got it sitting right there. I can go pull up on anybody today. All right, let me see. Are we near 2? All right, we're near 2:00. Let me see if I got a few more questions. I learned more from Dr. Davis in 10 minutes than I've learned in 15 years of school. Hey, that's one funny thing with your professors right there. I do got a nonprofit that we help out the kids in the community. And one thing I tell about my kids, because a lot of their parents, want them to go to school and things of that nature. But one thing that I challenge my kids on is you do need to go to school because your parents are expecting you to do that. But I tell them if you can double your professor's income, and usually these are public universities, so I show them how they can go look at how much their professors make because this is what I did in school too. If you can double the amount of money that your professor makes, then what can they possibly teach you? Say what? Do you realize that every professor is teaching you how to take your ass to work just like they do? I've never come across a professor that's like, yo, don't go to work. Like, that's what they know how to do. And usually that's what your parents know how to do. So everybody around you is teaching you how to go to work. So if you can figure out how to double what your professor is doing, it's absolutely nothing else that the professor can teach you. You're at capacity with them. They don't even know how to do what you did. So stop learning from them. That's just my method. You can drop out of school then, for all I care. I love it. Some states you do need a zoning permit to operate a home-based business. Yeah, maybe. I don't know about all states. I don't know about Maryland. We good over here in these streets. Virginia, you good. DC, you good. Check your local state. More credible, more money clients. I don't know. I mean, yeah, if you're working in the private sector, okay, does the private sector want to see that you're working from home? Probably not. So yeah, if you're looking at private sector contracts and you're thinking about that aspect of the business, then yeah, you do look more credible when you have an office. And then guess what? You can go get a goddamn virtual office for that. But what I'm telling you is the government don't care. Especially the government that you're trying to get attention from if you're just getting started. Unless you some specialist that's coming after $100 million contract, don't nobody care about your $2 million. Like, I know $2 million sound like a lot of money to us, but $2 million is a drop in the goddamn bucket to this customer. Don't nobody care. So I'm trying to tell y'all, we're beating ourselves up with our emotions, and I'm telling you, don't nobody care. $2 million ain't no money to them. All right. I'm tired of certifications. I'm tired of certifications too. I can't even lie to you. All right, I'm about to answer one more question. Let me see if I got one more and I'll get up out of here. Where do we go to get the information, time, and date on GovCon calls? If you're in my program, if you're in my 1-year program, that's in my Discord group. If you join my 7-day challenge, it'll come to you in email, but we go live 11:30 Monday through Sunday, 7 days straight at 11:30 a.m. You'll get an email about it. And also in the Facebook group, we'll send you an alert to check your email for the link to the Zoom call. The 1-year program, it's inside the Discord group. We'll let you know. But again, you'll get alerted for all of that stuff. If you're talking about here on Tuesdays, I'm on Clubhouse usually, but Clubhouse didn't like to share stuff out. So I ended the Clubhouse room a little bit early today. But usually Tuesdays at 8 p.m. I'm on Clubhouse, and Thursdays I'm on YouTube at 2 p.m. But I did get this new software that's streaming on a bunch of platforms. So I would just say, hey, turn the bell on all these damn social media platforms, because I may be going live a lot more in different days. All right. All right. This is the last question for real. I remember you talking about forgetting to be in charge of tablets and warranties. Is there any tips you can give when it comes to vehicle or fleet contracts? Man, I would really need to read it to understand everything. I would imagine, if I had the vehicle, I want to make sure I know the VIN number, keeping documents of the VIN number, the mileage, when I gave it to him, right? So I gave it to you at this mileage. I want to make sure I document that, the VIN number. I'm trying to think about anything else that's on the car that I need to know. Usually that VIN number would be straight. That VIN number is going to be more than enough. I don't know about license plates for the government. I think they got to go get their own license plates because it's a government vehicle. You can't get license plates for a government vehicle. They got to get it themselves. So I think you will be done with just the VIN number. That's why I say I want to read the opportunity to see what all they're asking for. So I will have the VIN number, the location of where I gave the car, the mileage. So in case something went down, I know where my car is, Now, granted, if they want to get some Teslas or something, I'll make sure them things connected to my app so I can see them at all times and stuff like that. But that's another story. I don't even know if they allow you to do it. I'm just saying that out loud. But anytime it's a product, okay, so a car is a product, you want to just make sure that you're documenting definitely numbers, okay? You also want to make sure for audit reasons that you got a system that you can keep this stuff organized in. So you need to make sure you got your purchase order from the government, that you keep that purchase order of what they wanted to buy when they wanted to buy it. Even after you sold it to them, you still need that purchase order in your documentations, in your files, right? So now this is why I'm telling you, when you stay in your niche, you're going to start to create processes and procedures. Your process and procedures get you $100,000 right now. But as you grow, because the procedures and processes ain't going to change as you go after $2 million, it's still going to be the same thing. It's just going to be intensified, right? So when you stay in your lane, you end up formulating the multi-million-dollar processes and procedures that you need. But again, if you jump everywhere, it's impossible to develop processes and procedures for everything because everything is different, right? But I hope that you guys enjoyed this information. And again, my Clubhouse folks, if you are on one of our lives, my apologies. Well, no, I'm not apologizing. I meant to do it. And we're going to do that again moving forward. I appreciate everybody who did share this information out. I'll probably, again, moving forward, if I can't get shares, I'm just going to shut stuff down. So, yeah, keep sharing this stuff out. YouTube, I always have to give you all kudos. Y'all just know how to help a brother out on that platform. I mean, that might be my favorite platform. Y'all just be sharing, liking, commenting, you know what I'm saying? But these other people on the other platforms, we got to get them up to YouTube speed. I appreciate you all on YouTube. We're doing crazy numbers in subscribers, watch hours, new viewers. So again, I thank everybody who continues to help us out, hold us down. It's much appreciated. If you guys picked up value out of today, I need you to drop a fire emoji down in the comments here. That is the only way that I can understand that you guys took away any valuable information out of today. So once again, drop that fire emoji down there in the comments if you were able to pick any valuable information out of today. Don't forget www. You have to type the www.travisknows.com. You can get updated with all of my information, everything that we got going on. And I also advise you guys jump into my Facebook group. I say if you're not making $1,000 on the internet, guys, again, we need to make money everywhere. Money is of importance. So we're going to make money on the internet. We're going to make money with government contracting. All right. And we're going to make money with consulting. But if you're not making money on the internet right now at this moment, you need to just learn how. The only reason you're not doing it is because you haven't learned how to do it yet. So join my Facebook group, Pure Money Legacy. Once you get in there, click on the guide section and start consuming the information of how to generate revenue on the internet. Okay? And now you can put money in your pocket while we learning this thing called government contracting. I love you all. I appreciate it. Daniel said, Travis for the people's president. I appreciate you right there. I appreciate you. Thank you all. I enjoy you all. I love you all. I will be back here. What's the Tuesday? I'll be back here Thursday on YouTube at 2 p.m. Eastern, which will also be on all of these other channels too. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I'm not going to save all my videos everywhere. So YouTube is probably where everything will be stored at. But my Tuesday videos, I think I will be saving them to Twitch, not to YouTube, not to Facebook, but I'll probably save them on Twitch. My Twitch name is Pure Money Gang. All right. So you can jump over there, follow us on Twitch. We're trying to get their profile blown up too. Other than that, I love you all. I hope y'all stay safe out here in these streets. Y'all know how we end it off, man. We going to end it off with this Pure Money song by my man Trey. When the song goes off, we are out of here. I'll talk with you later. See you Thursday.
It's just different.
Yeah. You already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Come and hang with the gang. Get some free game added to your mainframe. Gotta keep your mind sharp, you gotta maintain. And it's even better when the squad on the same thing. Steady swishing on the competition. Swish. We ain't tripping about the opposition. We on a mission and we got a vision. People in need, we believe we got it like I give a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money. Been slept on, money never stepped on. We increasing positivity until the stress gone. Satan tried to hold the squad back, but we kept on. We ain't making this up, no Revlon. I ain't trying to make you blush, but this a highlight. We send the high vibes, homie, this a high life. We rising far above the game, that's a flyby. But we still connected to the source, that's that Wi-Fi. Reception, now we answer the call. This squad taking questions and we answer them all. We don't wanna see you fall, we wanna see you ball. We all gon' eat with the peeps, we gon' feed them all. Couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. I said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money.